Paper Mario. What happened? Seriously, what the hell happened? For those of you that don't know, a Nintendo Direct was hosted not too long ago. Rumors speculating around the possibility of games such as Metroid Prime Federation Force being shown off, or Star Fox Zero getting delayed. But most importantly, a brand new Paper Mario game was among us. We were ecstatic, our minds were racing with what they could do, and our hopes were high considering Sticker Star was finished 4 years prior. With all that time, could we be finally getting a real Paper Mario game once again? The rumors were indeed true, and we were teased in the form of Paper Mario Color Splash, a game that left thousands of fans empty, sad, salty, depressed, or all of the above. And it wasn't even released. We just heard about it, of course. And we all know what to mostly expect, and we can all agree it's Sticker Star 2. But then there's the whole giving it a chance, and we know so damn little about this game. Let me tell you, 99.7% of you watching this don't know, but I am an extreme optimist. I am optimistic beyond comprehension. You have no idea. I know the horrors of life to some degree, and that doesn't stop me from being hopeful. That hope keeps me going. Hope helps us in life, and it gets us through things up to the point where it can damage us. And then we have to abandon that hope in order to revitalize and heal our social, mental, and physical states. It's like with Skullgirls or Super Smash Bros. We all wanted more content. We wanted to experience the hype and let our expectations meet, and they have. But development ended, so we have to accept that and move on, and possibly wait for another installment in the future. At least those games satisfied the fans. At least the team behind development took time to consider, what would the fans want? What can we do to make this game actually good? This is not going to satisfy fans, and I'm afraid this shit is what hurt me. To think in all my life, the one thing that can kill my hope and faith, the one thing that can stab me in the back, the one and only thing that can kill my optimism, was Paper Mario. The series I personally grew up with so fondly, Super Paper Mario but the Thousand Year Door especially hold a dear place in my heart, to its inventive environments, to its characters, to its gameplay, to its gripping and interesting stories, to its memorable and lovable charm. Sticker Star came up a few years after Super Paper Mario, and it stripped all of that away. But the question is, why? Why did this become a thing over this? Nobody asked for a Sticker Star 2, nobody even acknowledged it as much as the originals, and matter of fact, as if we all didn't know, Sticker Star got a lot of flack for not being a Paper Mario game. Nintendo, but especially you Shigeru Miyamoto and Intelligent Systems, you have to have known by now that Sticker Star was incredibly criticized by fans, and you didn't stop to think why? Miyamoto especially, I cannot believe you of all people thought that formula you forced into Sticker Star was smart from the very beginning. I didn't stutter either. Miyamoto, Mr. Mario himself, was the influence behind Sticker Star. But why? Why would Miyamoto tarnish the series loved by so many fans? Well, Sticker Star was intended to be your typical RPG Paper Mario game, but as ironic as this sounds, Miyamoto stated that Sticker Star looked, and I quote, too much like a Thousand Year Door clone. The only thing that Paper Mario fans want, and the supervisor thinks that having what the fans want was a bad idea. Tell me there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever in terms of the game itself and the actual product. But I believe there's more reason to that than just looks. Looking up sales facts, it seems that Sticker Star outsold the Thousand Year Door by 300,000 copies, which is strange but slightly understandable. How, you may ask? Well, the Thousand Year Door was sold on GameCube, a console that has done poorly in its sales, but the 3DS has been a substantial success, so there may be a bit more logic to this outcome than we think. However, that doesn't help the game's case in terms of its quality and sales. I mean, look at Sonic 06. That game, in due time, has sold millions due to how infamous it was. Creating a similar / the same game based on sales alone, it's not a smart strategy. Marketing-wise, maybe, but eventually it won't be smart for the consumer, because at this point, many of us have just given up on Paper Mario just from the reveal alone. That hope we clung on to for so long, it's starting to hurt us. It's killing our inner childhoods, our dreams. And now we have to let that go and move on. And that hurts me to say that. Paper Mario was an RPG that was incredibly loved by so many people with its charm, gameplay, plot, and such. And it's strange to see Nintendo, rather Miyamoto, doesn't understand the love, support, and sheer faith in the original. He'd rather half-ass the job and work on something like this, instead of putting forth genuine effort into something like this. But how and why did Paper Mario become such a huge success and such a huge sensation in the first place? How did this become a huge game shaping up many people's lives to this very day? Well, let me share you and discuss why Paper Mario was so memorable to this day, following the contradictions within Sticker Star and what there is to compare to Color Splash. Slight warning, this includes all Paper Mario games so far, so for anyone who hasn't played them yet, spoiler alerts incoming, yet I'm going to try my very best not to spoil too much. Now, there are 5 major components to what shaped Paper Mario all the way from 1999 to today: plot, settings, characters, gameplay, and personality. And let's start with the original. From here, let's take a stroll down memory lane to our childhoods. We all love taking strolls down memory lane. Let's take that chance right now. The plot of the original was not just your tip-of-the-mill Mario must save Peach from Bowser, but also he stole the Star Rod from the 7 Star Spirits, gaining immense power and throwing the Mushroom Kingdom into panic, and Mario gains the help of said Star Spirits along the way with some companions. It's basic, but with an extra stretch or two to it. The settings were pretty inventive for its time too. The environments felt fresh, and they felt nice, ranging from standard plains to deserts to volcanoes, but to a crystal palace, to a toy box, to a flower field. The settings, again, they seemed fresh and overall standard, but it was a nice experience. The characters in this game shine too. Your partners, one of which is a Goomba, which happens to be Mario's biggest fan, to a Boo with a power to boot, and an adventure-loving Koopa who dreams of being an archaeologist. I didn't even touch on the other characters, and they all have distinct charming qualities too. The side characters and bosses you talk to are intriguing as hell as well. You can never get tired of any of these characters, I swear, and their personalities are what made them click. But the game's overall personality is what really clicked with us from the start, able to deliver cute characters, interesting traits, backstories, having a nice and cute humor, to a sudden intriguing murder mystery. Yeah, somebody dies in this game, you gotta solve the murder behind the case. In a Mario game alone, that sounds so cool in of itself. And the gameplay is, like I said, your RPG everyone loved so much. Leveling up, enhancing stats, holding badges, all in a turn-based battle mechanic. This is how Paper Mario's legend truly began. In Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, this game was able to step everything up a notch. First off, the story. Peach discovers a map locating treasure in Rogueport and sends Mario to come and help, but little does Mario know, she's missing!
Well, gang, looks like we've got another mystery on our hands.
Mario then learns the map shares locations all across the land surrounding Rogueport, and the treasure is located behind the legendary Thousand Year Door, located underneath the very town. Displaying the map to the door unlocks the locations of the 7 crystal stars, the keys necessary to opening the door. However, Peach's abductors, known as the X-Nauts, plan to use Peach, intervene Mario's adventure, and gain whatever secrets lie behind that door, as they plan to catch the crystal stars themselves. With the help of some trusty partners once again, Mario must set out on another adventure and stop the X-Nauts, save Peach, and uncover what secrets lie behind that thousand-year door. See, we're already stepping into new terrain in this story. The race to uncover an ancient secret really gave a sense of exploration, determination, and such, knowing you're rivaling an evil organization and they're keeping your fair princess hostage. So the story picked up a notch there, and it received generally more love than the original, albeit the message at the end was a tad cheesy for my taste at least, but come on, it's Mario for Christ's sake, what were you expecting? The settings, in my opinion at least, are much more vibrant. Typical plains, island, and forest, the gist. But try a fighting arena, a quote-unquote cursed town, a train ride where you're solving another mystery of multiple disappearances, and a cannon shooting you to the moon. We can talk about personality already, but the settings are already so adventurous enough by describing them. But we'll go in order and touch on the characters first. Like the first Paper Mario, you still have charming companions helping you as you run along your adventure. A cloud spirit that can control winds, a shadow siren able to hide in the shadows, a mouse thief, and even the other partners as well, like before, are hella fun and interesting themselves. The side characters and bosses as well hold up today, and are a delight to listen to and converse with. Even Bowser gets his own limelight here, and he's pretty funny too. Speaking of funny, I believe the Thousand Year Door holds more charm, humor, and lovability and memorable experiences to it than the original. It really is just that in practically every character you talk to. Imagine Peach talking to a computer, and the computer actually develops feelings for her. As bizarre and kind of fucked up as that sounds, that was pretty interesting and weird. And again, the gameplay is the same as the original. the same RPG fans recognized and was introduced to new fans, the Paper Mario often perceived as the best one. And I'm in that bandwagon as well. Makes you feel nostalgic just listening and talking about this, doesn't it? Good times, let me tell you. Super Paper Mario is where things changed a tad bit, but there was nothing too drastic. Questionable? Yes. Yet, it still held many positive qualities. First off, the plot was often argued as the best one in the series. Toad informs the Mario Brothers, Peach is kidnapped, and Mario and Luigi assume it's Bowser because seriously at this point, what the hell was anyone expecting? They arrived to Bowser's castle only to learn Bowser was preparing to assault Peach's castle and was unaware Peach was already stolen. But then, a new nefarious villain jumps into the picture, Count Bleck, Peach's kidnapper. Too powerful with the assistance of the Chaos Heart, Mario's KO'd, and Count Bleck plans to use Peach to destroy all worlds. Yeah, it's already taken quite a morbid turn for the worse, huh? He then kidnaps Bowser, the Koopa Troop, and Luigi, and after forcing a false marriage upon Peach and Bowser with Luigi stepping in, Count Bleck opens a black rift in the sky known as the Void, fulfilling a prophecy within the Dark Prognosticus. Once that black hole reaches a big enough size, it'll have the power to engulf all worlds, leaving no trace, literally erasing everything. Mario once regains consciousness again at Bowser's castle, only to meet Tippy, a pixel who brings him to the town known as Flipside, a town between dimensions, and is introduced to a wizard named Merlin. He owns the counterpart of Bleck's Dark Prognosticus, the Light Prognosticus, which states a prophecy telling a hero which so happens to fit Mario's description is able to stop the Void, and learns the only way to stop its source of power, the Chaos Heart, is if 4 heroes band together and use the power of the 8 pure hearts to stop this massive onslaught of destruction. Mario then goes along his adventure throughout multiple worlds, gaining the assistance of Tippy and other pixels, eventually running into the other 3 heroes, spoiler alert, Peach, Bowser, and Luigi, and with their combined strength they must prevail a great evil and stop Count Bleck, or everything will be destroyed. Come on man, that sounds badass on its own. Mario and Luigi, a duo you never see team up outside the Mario and Luigi games. Peach, a damsel in distress who's actually fending herself for once outside of Smash, and their arch enemy Bowser, who despises Mario with a passion, all team up to combat this greater evil and save everything? You know how kick-ass that sounds? I mean, come on. The game can get lengthy with its text and story from time to time, but I think it's worth the experience. The settings are still innovative as ever. Again, plains, desert, you know. But try going through 8-bit recreations of the original Mario levels, going to outer space, a fighting dojo, and believe it or not, hell and heaven. They apparently die in this game, and their game quote-unquote ends. So they have to trek out of hell and get to heaven and return to the real world. Mario taking on such a questionable task alone sounds completely outlandish, but here it actually fit. The characters are still a delight as well. The only partners you'll get, however, are Bowser, Peach, and Luigi alongside Mario, but they have distinct personalities in of themselves. Mario likes to get things done, he doesn't want to hesitate. Luigi tries to overcome his fears, fight with his brother, and show he's not just player 2. Peach is a princess that actually wants to help for once, and tries to be rational and do the right thing whenever she can. And Bowser is strong, but he's the dim-witted, lovable comedic relief who's willing to work with his arch-nemesis for fighting a greater foe. The pixels themselves even have personality too, along with their abilities, as well as the people you meet throughout the adventure, and there are a lot of people you're going to talk to. The personality aspect is still ripe as ever. The characters are charming, the humor's still fresh, everyone's so distinct, even their villains are charming and distinct like other ones too. This game really does have the spirit of a true Mario game. However, where everyone disregards the game is this gameplay. There are RPG elements such as switching partners and leveling up. However, the battling mechanic is gone, and it's a lot like a 2D platformer. Mixing the two set some fans the wrong way, but it overall wasn't a bad experience. More often than not, that's the only drawback you'll hear people say about the game. Personally, I'd like to think the gameplay we all love was cut in half, but everything else still remained. It may play differently, but to its core, it still felt like a true Paper Mario experience. That's why I put Super Paper Mario up there. It did something slightly different, but it certainly worked. Paper Mario Sticker Star is where everything, literally everything, changed. So, without further ado, the plot. The Sticker Comet is about to land in the Mushroom Kingdom, which happens every millennium and can grant any wish. Bowser manages to catch it, but thanks to a little crown sticker thing, named Kirsty. She splits the comet into 6 royal stickers, and one happens to land on Bowser, giving him immense power, and he kidnaps Peach. Now Mario must find all the royal stickers and stop Bowser and save Peach. Yep, it's as bare bones than the original. What's also bare bones is the settings. You're on a world map, leading to plains, to a desert, to a snow world, to forest, jungle, volcano, and Bowser's castle. It really sounds like your typical settings for New Super Mario Bros., doesn't it? And the characters. See how fast we're going with this? I swear it's that bad. If you like Toads, the basic Mario enemies and such, then be my guest. Otherwise, you're not going to get much of a field day with this. Kirsty isn't even much of an interesting character. I mean, she's kind of sassy and a little annoying for my personal taste. And personality is where it's lacking too as well. I mean, it's there, but literally only Mario and Kirsty, and even that is kind of bare too, unfortunately. Peach is barely present, the enemies for the most part have one-liners and or say nothing at all, and not even Bowser says anything. He has nothing to say whatsoever. Sound clips from him grunting and screaming from the other Mario games were ripped and slapped onto him right in here. The fact that a Paper Mario game where not only Bowser's your main antagonist again, but he can't even spout a single line of dialogue is pretty disappointing. So the plot's bare, the setting's bare, the characters are even more bare, the personality's even barer than that. You know how fast we're going? How could it possibly get any worse? The gameplay. It's even worse than that. Its biggest problem is the fact that it's an action-adventure game. The battle mechanic is back, but it's still an action-adventure game. The Paper Mario RPG series we all know and love so well, even in Super Paper Mario, is now an action-adventure. That's what Bill frickin' said in the Direct, too, so it's no troll move, it's there. The turn-based battle mechanic is back, but even that failed horribly. The battles are completely optional as you only get coins as a reward, and as if you couldn't obtain them anywhere else in the game. And all battling will do is not only waste your stickers and your health, but it'll waste your time. No benefits whatsoever from battling. One of the only reasons I could think this came to be is because of the fact that the 3DS is a portable console and something we like to easily pick up and play and get a short, easy gaming experience. But even that's contradicting itself because look at Smash 3DS, Xenoblade Chronicles 3DS, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Mario & Luigi Dream Team, and Mario & Luigi Paper Jam, Fire Emblem Awakening, and Fire Emblem Fates, Kid Icarus Uprising. I could go on and on. These are all games giving you an experience a console game would. When you hear Paper Mario, you're expecting a full-fledged game. And Sticker Star feels bland, bare bones, and boring the whole way through. You may enjoy the game, that's fine. I personally enjoyed it, because as a game, it was okay. As a Paper Mario game, it completely and utterly failed. Bowser Jr. makes his first appearance here, but he's hardly anything special either. So you see why people make a big salt fest over Sticker Star? Now let's say for instance Sticker Star was really meant for a pick-up easy to play experience on the 3DS. If they carry that over here, that's an even stupider idea, considering a console is almost 100% of the time meant to give a worthwhile full-fledged gaming experience. Bringing that simplicity over to the Wii U, it's stupid, and it's not even about as full-fledged as a New Super Mario Bros. Game. What it really looks like is this game is getting a New Super Mario Bros. Syndrome, or a better comparison would be the Mario Party Syndrome. Miyamoto and other workers behind the game are being too innovative for the game's health. They have no clue what to do with the series now. They provide blander and blander content and experiences and only paying attention to detail within the graphics instead of the actual game itself. They don't want to go back to what actually worked and they just want to keep doing a failed formula over and over. Why do you think people have given up on Mario Party? Why do you think people have given up on Mario Tennis? And why do you think people are starting to give up now on Paper Mario? Because especially in Mario's case, not only are they being stupid with these new ideas, but they're not listening to their fans, which is hurting their company. Even just going off the Direct, Color Splash looks to be following suit to Sticker Star. The gameplay's more or less the same if you look at all three versions of the Direct. The characters and personality are more likely not there. The plot and settings for the most part are we don't know, but even those may not be strong enough to help this game. The biggest mistake, however, was changing the genre. Imagine Sonic, a fast 2D/3D platformer turned into a puzzle game. puzzles, usually slow and clunky, require you to think a lot. Or Zelda, an action-adventure game, into a sports game. Or shooters like Halo and Call of Duty turned into a platformer. That's not how the game was, nor will it ever be, and nor will fans be happy about that decision. An RPG is a game that gives the player the option how to progress. It gives a fluid story and characters and gameplay, and the first 3 Paper Marios had all that. An RPG is what we expect from Paper Mario. You don't go and change the series genre to something completely different. Being innovative and new is nice, but not to the point where you change the entire game. You can't call the Mario & Luigi series the only true Mario RPG because it just doesn't work like that. Mario & Luigi has always been a fantastic and wonderful RPG series so far, but we don't want that to be our only RPG series nowadays, especially when it's been done before. Not even Mario & Luigi's living up to the quality as high as Bowser's Inside Story, albeit Dream Team is still an incredible story with character and personality to boot big time. And Paper Jam is able to deliver a comical, fun time with the interactions between the normal characters and the paper ones, as well as it inhibits heart and soul. That's besides the point. But now, I'm not even sure Nintendo knows what Paper Mario is anymore. Paper Mario's lost its identity in Nintendo's eyes, and to experience them act so nonchalantly and casual about this, they really don't get what Paper Mario is supposed to be anymore. The Paper Mario series has become a hollow shell of its former self, and it's heartbreaking to see that. I feel like they've known this would happen if they didn't post videos on their YouTube account about the game because it'd be Metroid Prime Federation Force 2.0. In reception, it is Metroid Prime Federation Force 2.0. You knew this outcome was inevitable, so why did you do it anyways? This is not how I want to remember the Wii U. It's about to die. The NX is coming this E3, and Paper Mario is one of its last great releases for it, and you had all this time to polish and perfect it, yet you decide Sticker Star 2 was your best solution? Oh, but if you hate the game, don't buy it! As the consumer, of course we have that option to not buy a game we don't like, but it's not like the problem's just gonna float away if we just ignore it. Like, this is our Paper Mario? No. No, it's not. This is nowhere near our Paper Mario. I know. I get it. Look at my subs. I have almost 300. By the time this goes up, I'll likely be over 300. And this is just a typical standard YouTube video. Like hell Nintendo's gonna find this. But I want to say something on behalf of Nintendo fans, but mostly Paper Mario fans. Nintendo, Intelligent Systems, Shigeru Miyamoto, just stop. This game is getting as much backlash as Metroid Prime Federation Force, maybe even more. You can go on and explain all you want about what direction you were going, what you thought, why you would even believe this is a good idea, but it's not going to work. It's not going to convince anyone, nor will this even be a smart marketing strategy. This is not what Paper Mario is about. Paper Mario is not an action-adventure. It's not about the simplicity, nor the bland adventure starring Mario. It's about the RPG, where we can all experience Mario embarking on a wonderful story, a beautiful cast of characters, addicting gameplay, and heart. With a game as bare and cheap as Sticker Star is, and how similar Color Splash looks, you did not put heart and soul into this as you did before, and as we give to the series. What is it about the series you just don't get? It can't be a lack of support, lack of sales, or anything. If you fail to understand what Paper Mario is, I just summed it up for you. The game sells well regardless. Look anywhere online. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, DeviantArt, Reddit, videos, comments, anything throughout the internet. There's a ginormous amount of media and content supporting the original Paper Marios. That's what almost every fan wants. That's all we need. An original, crisp, fresh, familiar, entirely optionally built up RPG Paper Mario game. And yet you decide to give us this? Do you listen to your fans, like, at all? Because this just feels like you have no clue about what to do with the series anymore, and you're just throwing out a treasure that was so valuable to us and worthwhile to your company. There's no logical sense regressing to a gameplay style nobody preferred instead, or progressing to the gameplay style you've done before and can build upon that. It may be hard to make an all-new Paper Mario RPG-like experience. You've done it before in the past on systems that are lower quality nowadays. So why don't you just take advantage of this? the Wii U, and give us the experience all fans want. Even an HD remake of the games will suit fans' thirst. We just want Paper Mario the way it was. We just want what Paper Mario was originally intended to be. No changes, no new genres, no new game-shaking mechanic that can easily crush the series as a whole. Matter of fact, we already feel this series is already gone, because it's not what it truly is. If you really do care about your fans, whether you're going to take time in Color Splash and delay it so adjustments can be made, or you're going to wait until, say, a new Paper Mario on the NX or sometime in the future, then just give us what we want. This is a change that's gone completely downhill, but you still have a chance to change it for the better. Give us that hope again. Give us that energy, that sensation. Just give us that hope again. Give us a real traditional Paper Mario game. Make Paper Mario great again. If you stuck all the way to the end, I applaud you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Cause again, my size, I wouldn't expect most people to sit all the way through the end. But thank you to those who really do. It just shows you really are curious, you really do care as much as I do, as much as other fans do. Hit a like if you do like what you heard, what you saw. Subscribe even. I'll try and pull out more discussion videos like this along with gameplay videos. And I apologize with this lower quality mic. My better mic's coming in the mail in a few weeks, so you can expect that. But thank you so much if you stuck through to the end. Subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought. Just thank you. And let's hope for the best in the future. The NX seems to fill many good expectations, so maybe it will be a bright future. Let's see if we can hold on to any hope from now on.